Talk about comparing and how it's the gateway to unhappiness and how it just tosses you into a pool of doubt. So, if you don't already have a notebook and pen, I would encourage you to pause this video right now, get one, and take some notes and just settle in for the next 8 to 10 minutes while we go over a framework with an acronym of COMPARE. And we'll get right into it. Thank you. So, the comparison trap, right? And we're going to go over why it leads to unhappiness, okay? So, have you ever been perfectly happy with your life until you saw someone else's, right? Maybe you were feeling good about your weekend until you scrolled through social media, Instagram, Facebook, whatever, and saw a friend vacationing in Hawaii or Greece. Or you were proud of your job and you saw someone else get promoted. Or you thought you were making progress until you saw someone younger, wealthier, or more successful. Suddenly, your life feels less than, huh? Why? Because comparison has a sneaky way of making us feel like we're falling behind, right? We don't compare for fun. We compare because we want to measure where we stand. But here's the thing, and it's a problem. Comparison isn't just a bad habit. It's a direct path to unhappiness. And today, I'm going to show you why, using a simple framework of compare. So let's break it down. The C, contrast trap. One of the biggest traps we fall into is unfair comparison. Think about it. Okay, when we compare, we don't do it evenly. We compare our behind the scenes to someone else's highlight reel. Think about it, right? Our bad times are their great. You see someone else's success, but not their struggles. You see their best moments, but not their worst days. Okay? It's like comparing your Monday morning to someone else's vacation photos. There's no comparison, right? Of course you're going to feel like you're falling short. Now, but here's the truth. Just because someone else is ahead in one area doesn't mean they're ahead in life. Everyone struggles. You just don't always see it. The overemphasis on external validation. Social media has made validation a currency. We crave likes, follows, and approval. And the more we compare, the more we rely on others to tell us if we're doing okay, right? But here's the problem. If we measure our worth by applause, silence will feel like failure. Let me ask you this. Have you ever posted something and kept checking to see how many likes it got? How many shares? Why? Because we've been trained to outsource our happiness and our validation. But real confidence comes from within, okay? Not from a number on a screen. The M, misleading standards. Have you ever felt like no matter what you achieve, it's never enough? That's because society keeps moving the finish line, right? Out. First, you need good grades, then a great job, then a relationship, then a house, then kids. And even when you get those things, you'll still find someone who seems to be doing it better. Comparison sets standards that are impossible to reach. Why, again? Because they aren't real. You're measuring your life against an illusion, and that illusion keeps you chasing, but never arriving. The P, perpetual discontent. Have you noticed that when you compare, you focus on what you lack instead of what you already have? What's right there in front of you? Comparison tricks us into believing we're missing something, right? But here's the truth. That changed my perspective anyway. Gratitude and comparison cannot exist or coexist together. A study on happiness found that people who practice gratitude are significantly happier. Why? Because instead of focusing on what's missing, they focus on what's already there. Like I said, right in front of them. The next time you feel the urge to compare, try shifting to gratitude. It's impossible to feel like you're losing when you realize how much you already have. The A, anchoring to others. Comparison makes us forget something very important. We are all on different paths. But instead of walking our own, we try to follow someone else's or jump onto theirs, right? Imagine you're hiking. If you keep looking at someone else's trail or where their feet are, you'll miss your own path completely and possibly crash and fall. And here's the thing, success isn't one size fits all. Just because someone else's life looks good for them, it doesn't mean it's right for you. Isn't that true? Your journey is yours. Why use someone else's map? The R, reward misalignment. Now, a lot of people compare because they think it'll motivate them. But here's the issue. What if you win the wrong race? There are many people out there who have everything we think we want. Money, success, fame, the house, the car, but they still feel empty because they weren't chasing what made them happy. They were chasing what made them look successful and good in somebody else's eyes. True happiness comes from knowing what matters to you, not what looks good on paper. Now the E, emotional drain. Comparison is exhausting. It fuels stress, anxiety, and self-doubt. But if comparison steals joy, self-acceptance restores it. Instead of asking, am I doing better than them? Try asking, am I becoming a better version of myself every day? That's the only comparison that matters, right? Now here's the final thought I want to leave you with. Comparison isn't a measurement tool. It's a happiness thief. And if you want true happiness, stop measuring your life with someone else's ruler. Instead of comparing, focus on progress, gratitude, and defining success on your own terms. Because at the end of the day, your path is yours. Walk it proudly. I appreciate you. And if you found any value in this at all and think someone else could use it, pass it on, share it. I appreciate you. Thank you. Bye-bye.